Hello and welcome to Movie Mayhem here at Superior Works Cinema, where we watch all the movies. Today is a random movie review of the newly released No One Lives. This is directed by Ryuhei Kitamura, who I plan on doing a director's series at some point. I do have all of his movies, and I quite like them. I think he's a very talented director. He's kind of a rare flavor from Japan. He doesn't have a Miyake pump out a million movies a year technique, and he's not. A lot of Japanese directors are very pretentious, especially for an American audience. They're very, very preachy. You know, either they go for the complete trash Japanese cinema, or they go way on the other side, and it's got to have a very deep meaning. Kitamura is more of a eye candy kind of guy. Think of it like a Michael Bay-ish. Not quite so much, but he also, while giving you a visual flavor and excitement, he manages to have some depth. And I like that. You know, a movie like Origami is basically two people talking, and it's very captivating. Most of you might have seen Versus. That was his one of his earlier movies. Very cool. You should be familiar with that. Or Godzilla Final Wars is also his. And the last movie he made before this was Midnight Meat Train. There we go. And so I was really looking forward to this movie. I heard about it being in production quite a while ago, and then there was no release date. So I was getting a bit anxious to see the movie and see what it would be. I didn't know much about it other than the tidbits they dropped in some teasers. Then there was some convention or screening reviews I'd read online, which some of those I'm never sure what the people are looking for, but some have been kind of negative, so I wasn't sure what to think of it, but I had faith in Kitamura. So this arrived this week on Blu-ray from Anchor Bay, and I got to watch it. Luke Evans stars the movie. I'm not going to give any spoilers. Let's start with there is a twist in the movie, not a Shyamalan twist at the end, but a twist. Did not quite see it coming. Very awesome. I really like the dialogue in the movie. You know, you could maybe see some of the acting's a little subpar, but again, this is direct-to-video release, and not a bunch of A-list actors, so really the acting I thought was fine. The dialogue is interesting. There's some hokey one-liners, but they fit perfectly in this genre of film. There's going to be things you don't see coming. All the way through the movie, you're going to expect certain things, but they happen in ways maybe you're not going to expect. This isn't a typical slasher movie. The killer is kind of cool, very interesting, a little mysterious, and mysterious in a way that I enjoyed. They don't reveal too much or necessarily anything, which makes it kind of cooler. There's no silliness. The way people die is kind of makes sense. And one of the things I really like is the characters that should be terrified of the killer are terrified. If you've seen some of my other horror reviews, I really hate when a normal person isn't scared or even fazed by watching someone, a friend, get mutilated in front of them. They're willing to just walk up. And they don't do that in this. They are scared, they are afraid, and it's very realistic portrayal of people in this situation. There's some kind of nice psychological depth between one of the main victims and the killer, which I thought was really interesting. It added a nice level, kind of layered it on there. And then you got Kitamura's style of fighting. You get this I mean, without looking silly, like a Halloween Resurrection, he managed to insert some little bit of martial arts kind of fighting in the middle of a kill/slash scene. And it works. It doesn't seem out of place. It makes it flow well. There's some brilliant gore, practical effects. This is some nice, excellent looking practical effects. No punches pulled. It's violent. It's brutal. There's no pandering to the audience. You're going to get what you're going to get. And it's evident to me that Kitamura was just making this film for a good, fun, exciting slasher movie. And that's how I look at it. A slasher movie with a little bit of a twist. But it's got, I mean, the gore is top-notch. You've probably seen the one scene where he's coming out of a dude's body just covered in blood. That's a very impactful scene. It's got the typical cinematography from a Kitamura movie. Very cool, you know, always got the light beaming through the trees, and the shadows are done well. A lot of the close-up eye shots, you know, just highlighting the eyes as they deliver their dialogue. If you've heard some knocks on the movie, I would ignore them if you're looking for a good slasher. And if you're a Kitamura fan, I think you'll really like the movie, because I was very pleasantly surprised by it. If you're looking for a good gore flick, get it. It's definitely worth seeing. As a movie, I'm going to go ahead and give No One Lives a 9 out of 10. Lots of fun, pure, unadulterated violence, and I loved the end. I thought he was going to do a Hollywood sellout crappy end, and he didn't. He just kind of flipped it around with a big, I don't care. Nope, this is what you get. So, the Blu-ray, I wish I could give it a higher grade. I mean, being a direct-to-video, I expected a little more. The video quality's okay. I'm only going to give the Blu-ray a 8 out of 10. There's no extras. I mean, no commentary. There's one making-of featurette, which is your typical promo making-of featurette. That's kind of weak. I would love to have heard some commentary. That'd be great. Or even some more interviews with the actors. I mean, it's okay. The picture quality's okay for a Blu-ray. Nothing knock your socks off, and that's why I give it the 8. But again, overall, highly recommend it. Good gore flick, good horror flick, good Kitamura flick. Definitely check it out. So I hope you all enjoyed this review of No One Lives, and look forward to seeing you next time here at Movie Mayhem.